and it flies around in the air and like eats ambient chaos. So it can't survive long if there's not lots of chaos around. Okay, it needs chaos. So that's why you can make one in Durastor and then fly it out to do things for a while before it breaks out.
How big is it?
It's colossal.
It's bigger than the Crimson Bat.
Oh, bigger than the Crimson Bat, yeah. Yeah, it's huge.
It is Mother of Monster size.
May not be as big as the Mother of Monsters, but it's big. Okay. I mean, it's like 200 or 300 feet long, right?
And what does Hazakar want this thing to do?
Well, here's the thing. Look, see the 3 sets of wings?
Yeah.
Those break up into the wyverns.
Yes.
They come off. The 4 legs become the goats. The toes become the legs of the goats. The python is this long thing that is like the digestive tract.
Yeah.
And the whale is the body, the torso without the digestive tract.
Okay.
It's like the lungs and liver and stuff. And the chaos orb is like the glue that fits it all together. So it's a huge quivering mass of this stuff. And, well, Razakar doesn't need it right now. But if he needs to wreak some horrible damage somewhere, I mean, it's like a superhero level thing, right? So he would unleash it on the Lunars if they tried to invade him, or on, right? For most things, he wouldn't need it.
So he's keeping it in reserve for that.
Well, he doesn't have one. He has to make it.
He reserves a possibility of creating it. Okay.
But what else do we know about the guy?
What you have to do to make a Sky Terror, you have to have all the pieces, and if all the pieces are from the same Sky Terror, you can make it pretty easy.
Yeah.
The problem is usually you can't like some of them have been killed. So you might be missing the whale or one of the goats, and then you have to take two pieces and try to fit them together, and that requires some effort because they don't fit the same way.
Okay.
That's what the Chaos Gaggle is, and that's why you don't see them, because they fly into areas that are non-chaos, and then after a while they degenerate and turn into the Gaggle. So because there's not enough chaos to maintain it.
Yep.
So they were actually a common terror monster during the Chaos Wars that people would see all the time. It was a real problem because they're like up there, like they're, I guess, almost as powerful as a dragon, right? So there's awful things. And so there may be some coming out of the Nargan Desert.
So they are not the same thing as the being called Tyran who gives the Hate Sky spell?
No, these aren't intelligent.
No intelligence?
No intelligence. They're just insensate monsters.
So nobody worships them?
No.
Tyran is something else?
Tyran, the Sky Terror, that is a different Sky Terror, yes. Tyran manifests as, when Tyran manifests, it's more of an East Isles Chaos God, they know about him there.
Okay.
When Tyran manifests, what happens is, the sun becomes the pupil of a giant eye that fills the whole sky. That's Tyran. The sky is one huge eye seeing you all the time, ruling everything, knowing all the secrets, covering everything. It's the worst.
Shit.
Yeah, they don't like it. And occasionally, like the Chaos God, like once the Chaos Gods got strong enough, the Chaos Forces got strong enough to bring the Sky Terror to visibility, and that, of course, is during the sunset.
How does it explain the Hate Sky spell then? Always like this spell. Because it's the sky. Or don't we care? Then forget it.
What's wrong with the Hate Sky spell? Of course, Tyran has that. Tyran wants to replace the sun with its pupil. You know what a pupil is? It's a hole. It's dark.
Okay.
Right? Skyrim is the antithesis of the sun.
That's true.
Skyrim needs to replace the sun with it.
So the black sun might be a part of Tyran.
Yes.
Okay. One last thing.
I like that.
And Zamalk is the darkness Chaos God.
So you got a last item or last question?
Zamalk.
Zamalk, yes, okay. Cindy, I'm assuming...
And there's monsters called Zamalki, burrowing chaos things that are more prominent in Cameltella, but in Slan, the dwarfs have to fight them sometimes. They go underground, there's a Zamalki, and they have to fight it.
Sorry to make you repeat, but I have seen these words so often and never heard them pronounced by a native speaker. It takes some time to catch. Okay.
Well, how would someone from France or Germany or Italy pronounce that?
Zamalk.
Zamalk.
Yeah, well, the initial X is always an issue. You never know how to,
I didn't say Zamalk, right?
Okay, so one last question or one last secret, Sunny.
Tell me about the blue moon. I'm big on the blue moon. Tell me interesting
Okay,
stuff about
the blue moon. undead. Kind of while it climbs the sky dome, then it drops when it goes down. So the tides in Glorantha take several days to rise and then drop in a single day, or sometimes a few hours.
That's not a secret. Tell us more.
It's the god of secret powers and conspiracies. People who live on the coasts can predict the tides for as long as anyone wants to do. They know what the tides are. The blue moon is obviously Seshnea in the Gods of War was also blue, but it was not the blue moon. That came later. I'm not sure. Let's see.
If you look at it,
I'm trying to think more things about blue moon. I mean, there's stuff that everyone knows of blue moon assassins and the cult and how their spells work. Right? Their spells don't vary. They aren't variable. Right? Okay, the East Isles and the Lunar Empire and Argrass people all believe in a white moon.
yeah.
Okay, now the Lunars say the white moon will replace the red moon when it's one. The other people, the Orlanthians say you have to destroy the red moon before the white moon can rise. The East Islanders say the white moon is in hell waiting to rise and will be brought up someday. And everyone agrees the white moon's good.
Okay.
Everyone likes the white moon. There's also a legend of a black moon, which is bad. One theory that some lunars have, not all of them, but some, is that the black moon is currently in the sky orbiting the red moon, and that's what causes the phases.
That's interesting.
Never heard that before.
Yep, that's new.
And they say it's a big secret of the emperor. How they know it, who knows? The East Islanders say that they can receive dreams and instruction and information from the white moon if they're righteous enough.
Sandy, do you happen to remember or know which side of the sky dome the blue moon creeps up? From the south, from the north, from the east, from the west?
Well, no one can tell, right? Because you can't see it. No one can see it. If you ask different people, they have different theories.
Daystar doesn't answer. Okay, so.
Lots of people say, oh yeah, it goes there, but who knows, right, really? It's possible it's different places, that's why it's faster sometimes. Because it's different, sometimes it will only be a couple days, sometimes it'll be 7 or 8 days, sometimes as long as 30 days, sometimes only the next day, it's different lengths. But you can, there's a definite cycle that you can predict it with. Like with, the planetary orbits. The blue moon has a cycle. It's not unpredictable.
It is the seas rise first 5 days, then falls, then 4 days, then fall, then 3 days, then fall. It repeats.
No, it's like 2, then 7, then 3, then 9, then 1, then 6.
But always the same cycle.
No. It's more complicated than that. You actually have to do math to figure it out.
Okay.
And it's more like an irrational number where you can calculate pi for a long ways, but it doesn't repeat. It's like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it will repeat,
Okay.
but you can calculate it. But I don't know what they use to calculate lunar spirits, maybe. The blue moon does have elementals. They're called Selines, and they're really hard to get because you can only summon them during the blue streak.
Yep.
Which is pretty short. And you have to be a cultist. And the cultists of the blue moon who do this are mostly want to keep their power secret, so people don't know how to defend against it. So it's hard to tell what they do.
So what does the Celine do? What does it do?
I just said they keep it secret.
Secret state.
Okay, guys, Sandy has to get ready for his game. Thanks for that.
Okay, here's what a Selene does. I'll tell you this. The Selene does something unexpected and surprising that would fit your campaign. Right? But it would always do the same thing, and they don't differ. It's like, what would be the most effective thing against your players? That's what it will still do, and then it will always do that thing. And you're like, okay, Selenes bring cold, or Selenes bring undeath, or Selenes drain power. I think in my campaign they drain power. They're like fear shock, but it kills your power. Your magic points instead. I was playing Rune Quest, right? They kill your magic power. But they can do whatever you want.
Thanks, Sandy. That was really entertaining.
Thanks a lot.
And now everyone